wieder weiter. Und jetzt erzählt uns Siri, ich mache wieder zurück zur Cutscene, die Story, die sie so durchgemacht hat. Oh Gott. Mann, Alter, diese Allergie, es nervt. Ich denke die ganze Zeit nur, ich habe irgendwas in der Nase, aber es nervt. Sorry, es tut mir leid, dass ich hier aufhalte mit meinen Allergieproblemen. Es ist überall juckt's und kribbelt's. Genau.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avalok began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avalach, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avalok refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the Hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avalok opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalok's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the Wild Hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avalok, I decided to find you and Yen.
So how'd you even meet a man like Horson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the Temple Guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the Guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Horson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
Also die erzählt jetzt eigentlich genau die gleiche Geschichte, die wir alle selbst erlebt haben, nur aus ihrer Sicht. Offensichtlich.
You suspected right. Horson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we'd cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjord. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avalok had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the Hunt's attack, my flight. And then... dreams. Just dreams.
Den Namen, den sie jetzt genannt hat, Elveten, ich weiß nicht mehr, wie er heißt, irgendwas mit E, glaube ich. Ist das einer von der Wild Hunt, weil sie sagt ja, dass der sie spüren kann, wo sie hinreist. Also findet er sie jetzt immer. Ich denke mal, das ist eine von der Wild Hunt.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. I had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
Like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dreamed, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so. But there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
Okay, also es gibt jetzt immer wieder die Option Let's go, time to leave oder von ich habe schon alles gehört. Ist die Frage, ob man davon was wählen muss, damit man möglichst bald in Kermoren die Wild Hunt abfangen kann. Nicht, dass die uns hier erwischen.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kermoren. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals.
Ist auch lustig. Geralt hasst Portale. Und ich spiele das Portal. Boot ist weg. Oder wie? Ist das Bild ausgeblurrt und nichts passiert? Hello, Game. Bitte gehen Sie weiter.
Listen, we got...
Jetzt böses. Ist Wild Hunt schon da oder wie?
Get us out of here.
They'll know where
Doch,
we've gone.
Portal.
They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Puh. Something more. Ja, ich habe schon im letzten Let's Play kam ein Hinweis, als ich auf diese auf diese Insel hier gegangen bin, diese Skellige, dass das Spiel jetzt, dass es ein Point of No Return ist und ich soll auch jetzt lieber speichern. Das habe ich auch gemacht. Also wahrscheinlich habt ihr auch mein letztes Let's Play gesehen. Habt ihr das auch mitbekommen? Also wir sind jetzt im absoluten Endgame. Ich dachte, jetzt geht's weiter. Nein. Irgendwie komisch gerade. Blau, schwarz irgendwie. Aber auch blaue Pferde wollen geliebt werden. Was ist da oben? Jennifer.
Whoa.
Jetzt die Pferde auf dem Portal im Kontrolle. And now she's back.
Welcome back, child.
So glücklich habe ich Jennifer aber auch noch nicht erlebt.
My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
Ja, Siri, du hast dich schon verändert. Klutschi-Butschi.
Little sis.
Nee, oder? Triss ist auch da. Ich dachte, die sieht man nie wieder. Ah, die hilft jetzt beim Fight, oder wie?
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Erstmal begrüßen.
Damn, it's good to see you again. Glad to see you, Triss.
Thank Yennefer. She's the one who invited me.
There'll be time to talk later. We should confer now.
Ja, da wäre jetzt die Szene natürlich mal interessant gewesen. Die Wiedersehensszene mit Triss, wenn ich mit beiden Sex gehabt hätte. Wie die sich dann begrüßt hätten. Wird auf jeden Fall mal ein anderes Video geben. So, ich will hier mal kurz meine Klamotten reparieren. Hier ist ein... Wo ist es? Da ist der Schleifstein. Aber ich habe ganz sicher, da oben ist noch irgendwas mit Armor. Da muss ich noch hoch, ne? Ich hochclimben. Geht's da upstairs? So.
Ha! You found her. They told me the
That's
hunt was
all
after her. That those buggers might burst in uninvited. So I've made a Mahakaman mix. When this ploughing blows, it'll be bits and pieces, nothing more.
Muss ich mit dem reden, oder wie? Damit er mir meine
Bring all
Waffen
your tools
repariert.
with you?
Thought to myself, a battle approaches. Blades will need honing. Plate will need some hammering. That sort of thing.
Thought right. Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakaman mix. Shite so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a flaming fart. Very useful during sieges.
Ja genau, bau mir mal
Willing to
was.
craft something?
Of course. Provided you've a diagram.
Was kannst du mir denn noch craften? Eigentlich müsste ich mir jetzt noch die fette Rüstung holen vor dem Big Fight. Mache ich aber nicht. Ich will noch einen coolen Crossbow Bolt bauen. Ah, das ist wieder der Wrong Craftsman, ne? Ja, repairen kannst du mal. Alle meine Sachen. Die sind auch nicht wirklich kaputt gegangen. Praktisch. Ich habe irgendwie so das Gefühl, dass seit den letzten oder vorletzten Updates die Sachen nicht mehr so schnell kaputt gehen.
Alright. We'll talk later, Sultan.
Spätestens wenn wir kämpfen. So, wo ist denn jetzt dieser komische Tisch? Heißt es gibt hier gar keinen Tisch. Die sehen irgendwie nach Bum-Bum-Fässern aus. Ich dachte, das wäre der Tisch hier. Dass ich da meine Rüstung verstellen kann. Na, dann nicht.
Certainly hope this gas will
Geht hier?
work.
It shall.
Yay.
Must just ignite it at the
Meine
right
Freunde
moment.
sind da.
And
Was
that
liegt da
hole,
auf dem Boden?
is that there for good?
We shall worry about the hole once it
Ist
is
das
all.
im Boden oder was ist das?
Now, step back, Master Witcher.
WTF. So, jetzt müssen wir mal, hier
She's
steht
one of
Enter
us,
Cameron,
No way we'll let him take her.
keep and begin the console. Okay.
Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vezina.
Haskell.
Greetings, Wolf.
Cool, Mann. Voll cool.
Elbow higher.
It's high enough.
Glad to see you.
Set out alone, Vest tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out in Roach along the way.
Ah, some old friends.
What's this horse son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
I'll keep an eye on Letho.
And I'll behave, I promise.
Watch this murderer and you won't be watching the enemy. Why is the Kingslayer so important?
Eridan's a king, ain't he?
Fuck you both.
Okay. Die mögen sie
stay
schon mal
and
nicht so.
But we don't want him at our backs.
Okay. Okay, sie bleiben, zum Glück. Kingslayer. Gibt es nicht auch mal für mich eine Nebenmission, wo ich Kingslayer werden konnte? Geht's los beim Council?
Get everybody together. Time to talk.
Vielleicht weniger reden, mehr kämpfen. Nein, das macht natürlich Sinn. Gerade im echten Leben, aber in dem Spiel könnte mir das jetzt echt erspart bleiben. Obwohl danach ist es fertig, ne? Was los?
Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her? We'll stop them.
How do you even know the Hunt'll show?
They always know where I teleport to. And they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
Eridan, the king of the hunt. He's confident. He'll strike hard, hoping to defeat us with the force of the blow alone. We've got to take the initiative away from him. Foil his plan.
I'll generate a magic dome over the fortress. It will scatter them, force them to land in the woods.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
Count me in, too. Always believed attack is the best defense.
The hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert will make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. As soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Ciri's most important in all of this. The hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to everything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
Ah, das war der Respawn, den wir gesehen haben.
The
Okay.
workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Who needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
Okay, Potions oder Witches Traps.
Always relied on potions. We should brew as many as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop. Then wanting to fix that breach in the wall. But we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Okay, was heißt das jetzt? Geht's jetzt sofort los?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert, Geralt, and Letha will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard and pull back to the keep. Remember, Eridan can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked
Lieber
something
Zuschauer,
important.
leider spiele ich nicht mehr so lang. Leider.
What's ready?
Haven't had much time to prepare, so not much, honestly. Your potions.
Yeah.
Thanks
Potions gekriegt.
for everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Superior Swallow.
Taking Letha with us.
You know my opinion.
So, exit the keep and join Lambert when you're ready to face the wild hunt. Okay, ich habe mir das jetzt fast schon gedacht, dass es jetzt noch einen Schritt zu tun gibt und dann geht's los. Dann geht's los. Aber leider... wo ist meine Webcam abgekackt? Webcam... Camicam, da ist Camicam. Ja, weil ich jetzt leider nur noch... ja, okay, eigentlich habe ich noch 9 Minuten Zeit, aber das reicht nicht, um jetzt Wild Hunt zu besiegen, würde ich sagen. Dann würde ich jetzt an der Stelle leider aufhören. Und morgen, übermorgen mal gucken, wann ich Zeit habe, weitermachen. Und dann gibt es absolutes Mega-Endgame, denke ich mal. Weil lange wird es nicht mehr dauern. Also es gibt natürlich immer noch viel Story, am Ende wird noch viel geredet. Kann ich mir gut vorstellen, aber jetzt mal so 2-3 Stunden, dann ist das Spiel, glaube ich, durch. So viel dazu. Ganz kurz nochmal checken, wenn ich schon davon rede und wenn ich noch ein bisschen Luft habe. Wie lange spiele ich denn jetzt? Ich habe ja immer wieder viele Pausen gemacht. 5 Tage und 11 Stunden. Okay, das ist doch eigentlich eine ganz gute Zeit. Finde ich. Wie gesagt, man kann das auch 300 Stunden spielen mit den ganzen Nebenmissionen. Aber, oh, sorry, ich habe es euch gar nicht gezeigt, ne? Ich bin jetzt gerade hier am Weiterspielen, ist ja egal, ja. Ich habe es ja gesagt, 5 Tage, 11 Stunden habe ich bis jetzt gespielt. Ja, wie gesagt, finde ich eine ganz gute Zeit. Und als nächstes Let's Play kommt dann Portal. Und da hoffe ich mal, dass ihr dann auch einschaltet und hoffentlich auch gut unterhalten werdet, so wie bei Witcher. Vielleicht sogar noch besser unterhalten werdet, weil ihr Portal viel cooler findet. Sollte auch nicht so ein ewiges Let's Play werden. Also ich denke mal in, weiß ich nicht, 5 bis 10 Folgen bin ich damit durch. Bin auch ziemlich erprobt in Portal, habe da schon einige Male gespielt. Also ich sollte da ziemlich gut durchkommen. Ja, da wollte ich noch ein Video zu machen, ein kleines Werbevideo zu. Bin ich jetzt noch nicht dazu gekommen, das fertig zu schneiden, aber es ist ja noch ein bisschen entfernt. Ja, in diesem Sinne, ich habe es ja schon erwähnt, ich würde jetzt leider aufhören. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Bitte lasst doch ein Like da, weil das hilft nämlich, mich weiter oben zu positionieren. Weil wer guckt schon bei einem Suchergebnis auf Seite 2, 3 oder 4? Niemand, das macht man bei Google auch nicht. Also wenn ich irgendwie eine Chance haben will, weiter oben anzukommen, dann müsst ihr mich liken, meine Videos liken und natürlich abonnieren, weil ohne Abonnenten wird es schwierig, meine Videos loszuwerden, Zuschauer zu generieren. Also bitte liked mich, abonniert mich und so weiter. Ich freue mich immer darüber. Und wie gesagt, bis zum nächsten Mal. Macht's gut.